Hello world, Shelly here, and Alter Ego has a new eyeshadow palette. Can you guess what this one is a dupe for? Dun dun dun! What do you think? It's similar to the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge palette. You know that I typically like to put these side by side with their inspiration palettes, but I can't wear Huda Beauty eyeshadows because they make my eyes turn red and puffy and itchy. I've never been able to figure out what ingredient I'm allergic to, but so I cannot do this side by side with the Huda palette. So what I thought I would do is 2 eye looks instead of 1, and we'll enjoy it that way. I am a child of the grunge era. That was when I was into makeup. Like when I first started getting into things now in the grunge era, you know, 90s-ish. Oh, I didn't even wear blush. So I tried to put a base down that is as similar to what I would normally have been wearing at that time, which is, at that time, would have been concealer, powder, no blush, no bronzer, whole lot of black eyeliner, eyeshadow, mascara, and usually brown lipstick, although I have a feeling these are going to look good with a red lip. And I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood. Probably just gonna end up wearing lip gloss like I usually do. But I was thinking we'll do one eye of like an everyday look, like something I would wear going to work, which I know is probably nighttime looks for some of you, but I don't follow all those rules. The other eye, I will do a more like what I used to do, grunge, a very dark eye look, and we'll just play around and see what we got going. So when you look at how this palette is laid out, we've got in this row the sort of pinks and mauves. Then these are like your straight up cool tones, your gray toned. These get into the sort of flesh tones, still on the neutral to cool side. Then we've got a couple rows of shimmers, and then we've got the black sort of cream base and the black matte powder, and then a brown up here. So, and that brown is sort of a true brown, whereas the other brown is a little bit more of a gray toned brown. So what I'm thinking is, let's get my Wayne Goss number 3, which is always my starting brush for my crease and my transition. So, you know, I'm gonna lean toward the lavender side of the fence if we're doing like a going to work kind of look. So I'm thinking we will start with, I'm not gonna read these upside down, plum in the transition. I'll probably do, so plum with the transition, yeah, right there, plum. Then thistle for the crease. I will probably bring a little bit of murk in to deepen the crease and the outer corner. And then for the lid, I usually do a darker and a lighter shimmer. So maybe we will do that moonshade and one of the glitter. I'm thinking maybe the one called Cluster. Yeah, let's try that. Let's start with that. So we're going to start on this eye. I probably could start with that lighter pale shade, but normally for a work look, I just kind of go right in with my crease transition. I've already put down the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly as my eye primer. Now, Alter Ego does have an eye primer, and it works for me just as perfectly well as the old Urban Decay, the primer potion. And so if you like the wand style of eyeshadow primer, Alter Ego's is inexpensive and very good. But I am just, once I found the MAC Paint Pot, that was it. I'm a diehard. Paint Pot in Painterly. That's it. That's all I need in my life. Alright. Sigma E25. I'm going to go into that next shade, Thistle. The next darker one. And get a little crease color going. Should I zoom you guys in? Totally forgot the zoom in. Alright. Hopefully that will be a little better for you. Dipping back into Thistle just a little more. I will end up coming back to give a little bit more of the transition shade higher to my brow, but I just like to get a base down first, and then I can focus on what I'm shaping. Since when my eyes are relaxed, gosh, my drooping is just out of control. I turned 50 this month, a couple weeks actually, and my body's been just laughing at me, basically, is how I would call it. All right, I'm gonna take the darkest shade, so I've been in this first row here, this first column so far. Now I'm gonna take Merc on, this is my, what is this? My Smith 253. And I'm gonna take this just a bit in the outer corner to get a little bit of a deeper matte base down here. I will be putting a shimmer over this, but I just like to get the depth of color in place. Just kind of makes it a little more opaque. All right, wiping my brush off. Now, let's do, the reason I'm not going into the sort of maroony color secrets here is because I want to use that in the other eye look. So let's do Moon in the outer corner. And I might use the brown that's next to it. We'll find out in a minute. We'll see. Wow, that does kind of look like the moon. It's very strange. Very strange. It's almost like a platinum. I like that. Super micro shimmer. Very, very, very micro. Which just gives a different look than a straight up glitter. Wiping my brush off. Let's do that middle glitter I was talking about, cluster. And we'll use that for the rest of the lid. I'm going to use my fingertip for this one because I'm seeing some pink micro glitters in there. And I feel like we are going to want to see all that. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. This one feels like you could also use it as a topper because it's got that sheen to it. I don't know if the micro glitter is going to pick up on camera, but it's doing a really cool light reflect thing going on. And I'm not pressing hard. I'm not getting a lot onto my finger. I just want a little wash of glitter, so to speak, since it does have so many tiny little flecks to catch the light. All right, now I'm gonna grab my Wayne Goss number 20, my little soft, tiny blending brush. I'm gonna go into Merc and deepen this just a little bit. Take a little bit into the deeper part of my crease. Then I'm going to brush that off. And I'm gonna go into the lightest one, Plum, that we started out with. And this is where I'm just gonna take it into that transition just a little bit. Just to make sure we don't lose it. And I do kind of bring it up a little because when my eyes are relaxed, that outer corner is very droopy. So when my eyes relaxed, I want to make sure I can see this color right here. Because otherwise, it gets all stuffed underneath and stuck in the creases. And nobody wants that. No, nobody wants that. All right, I need a little bit more musk in this outer corner. I'm faking the shape of my eye. Trying to make it so that the little bit of poof of that droopy lid kind of hides with the darker shade. That's pretty straightforward for a day at work. Let me get my, you know what I found when I was moving my vanity around? The only brush I ever got from the Jaclyn Hill, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collab, that inner corner brush is one of my favorite brushes, and it's been missing for years. And the cats had knocked it underneath my vanity. And so when I moved my vanity to be against this wall, I found it. I'm gonna go back into that cluster shade and just get a little on the inner corner. Little subtle bling. So this isn't super grungy of an eye look. I'm gonna take my Wingoss number 5, my little pencil brush, and I think I'm gonna use the shade Ember, which is this gray right here. Sort of like a taupey gray. Maybe it's more taupe. That's got a little gray undertone to it though. And I think I'm gonna do my lower lashes, just a little outer third action here. You know, just to sort of complete the look. That's Ziva. Hello, Ziva. All right, then I'm gonna get my Essence Stay in Play. Oh goodness, she needs a sharpening. She needs a sharpening. Well, let's get a little sharpening here. And get some tight line. I'm at a weird angle right now. I don't know why. And I just drew on my contact lens. It's pretty much the Hot Mess Express over here. That's just like the world I'm living in. Polite Society mascara. Let's get this on here. I'll save the final look until I can put my hair back down. I'm hoping that my bangs don't get all messed up. I was having a really good hair day today, so having it pulled back to do my makeup, I hope does not ruin what was a really good hair day. All right, we'll start there for that eye. We'll get the whole look once I get my hair in place. All right, let's go to the other eye. Again, I've already got the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I think I'm gonna start out with the one they call Shadow, which is that cream, that black gloss. And you can use it as like a gloss shadow, or you can use it as a base. I think I'm gonna use it as a base. And maybe not on my whole. I just picked up way too much. I'm pretty sure I just picked up way too much. So let's just tap some on here. This reminds me so much of taking the NYX, those big jumbo pencils, and just coloring all over my eyelids when you're doing like a super dark look. But I feel like this is easier. Definitely need to wipe some of that off. Now, oh, I need to get to work. It's okay, we're gonna blend it out. It's gonna be fine. I did go a little too far over here, but we'll fix that in a minute. All right, now I want, let's see, I'm gonna use some of my other not everyday brushes because these are gonna get really dirty really fast. So let me get some that are kind of clean. All right, this one is a Morphe brush. Doesn't have a number on it, but I love it. It's a good round blending brush with a little bit of density to it. I want some density because blending out cream things usually requires a little bit of density. So I just want to get it smoothed in my crease and pick up any excess. Now I'm going to bring it up a little bit just because I'm going to want it to be a little messy. Because we're doing sort of a grungy smoky eye. Yeah. Back, do you remember who was the collab with? I'm looking in my eyeliner bin right now to see if I can find it. Remember the Green Day? Yes, is this it? No, that's not it. Remember that Green Day collab? I don't know if it was Green Day or if it was just Billy Joe Armstrong, but remember they did a pencil? Why do I feel like it was KVD? I don't remember. And I have it somewhere, but I don't know where it went. But I did a black smoky eye look with that pencil that I loved so much. It's one of my favorite thumbnails for a video that I've ever made. Yeah, I'll try to link to that video if I remember. All right, now we're gonna do two things. We're gonna do the inner half of the lid with this Echo shade. Come on, focus, focus, focus. And then we're gonna use, okay, don't focus, that's fine, the black shade Void. So I'm going back to my Smith 253, my flat packer brush. I'm gonna start in the inner corner with that brown Echo. And you could do your whole eye with this Echo if you wanted something that wasn't quite as black. But I'm gonna do the black. That's actually a really nice red undertone. That's nice. We are gonna do some blending, don't worry, but we'll start out just laying down the color. And that is fully opaque. Like there is nothing showing through. That's awesome. That's what you want. That's what you want. All right, now I'm going into the black Void. Now we're gonna get the outer corner and the middle of the lid. And I'm kind of just patting it in and packing it down. Because like I said, we're gonna blend in a minute. We just want to get the color down. Now I do want to use that Secrets shade. It's kind of like a maroon, and it looks like it's got some glitter flecks in it. Oh, it's kind of maroony gray. The thing that's awesome, that does have maroon to it, and it's not glitter, it's just giving a depth of color. Oh, goodness. So back in the day, all we had was like black and brown. We didn't have these variations where you could actually build up. That's a tricolor variation in a smoky eye. Like, that's kind of like magic. What? Like, you know, 19-year-old me would not believe what we have access to these days. 19-year-old me would be like, head explode. All right, I'm back to that Morphe brush. Going into the brown Echo. And we're gonna take this into the crease. Let's get it to not focus on my hand, shall we? The thing with a smoky eye is layering. You really just have to keep layering, 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 layering over, 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 over. And it's just a process. Now I'm going a little farther out because I'm gonna connect this on my lower lash line. All right, I'm wiping off my brush. And I want something a smidge lighter, but I don't want to incorporate any color. So I'm going to go with that shade Pale. And same brush. And this is just going to be the kind of... This is higher than I would typically do my shadow. But I just want a soft blend. Then I'm going to go back into Echo and make sure I don't lose my depth. All right, now I'm going to get back into my Wayne Goss number 5 to do my lower lash line. And I think I'm going to start with Void, the black matte, and then blend it out with Echo. So I'm going to try not to go too far. Down, I mean. Because the thing with the grunge look is like it's very blurred out. Not really much in the way of harsh lines. Everything's just messy, you know? Like really a perfect grunge makeup look looks like you slept in it, you know? That's perfection in my book. Alright, wiping the brush. Now I'm going to go back into the brownish one, Echo. I might need a softer brush for this, but let's start here. This Echo shade is such the perfect under lower lash line grunge color. So good. So I'm just kind of connecting them in the corner here. I'm going to take the black a little bit as if it's liner, just to make sure that we get cohesion to this outer corner. I'm gonna go back into Echo one more time because I feel like I have a spot right here where it's kind of stopping abruptly, and I want it not to stop abruptly. There we go. I'm faking some lift there. Totally faking all of this lift. Because this is all the hoods of my eyes. This is all the fleshy hood that usually just overpowers my lid. I never knew it, but I think I have a spot on this side that doesn't like to hold shadow. I have a big spot on that side, right there. You see it? That never holds eyeshadow, but I'm having one right here. Oh, must have just been user error because it took the shadow just fine. I must have just missed it the first time around. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more of that maroon secret shade because I'm just kind of obsessed with the layer of like purplishness on top of that black. It's so pretty. All right, I need a little bit of something in the inner corner. Let's do Dream. This one right here. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. I'm gonna take it just a smidge in. And I'm gonna take it a smidge down. Oh yeah. I'm so excited. I love a smoky eye. Oh God, there's very minimal fallout. I see like one fleck. All right, this is a random crown brush, C513. I like to use it for sometimes my inner corner or my brow bone. I think I'm gonna use that Dream color. I know it's glitter, and I know that's like not trendy right now, but I don't care. Because I like a blingin' brow highlight. And this one is not super bling. This one is a more tightly packed shimmer as opposed to a glitter. And it's just giving me a little something something. You know? Right at the arch there. Just a little something something. Didn't take a little bit. This, I know I'm just getting weird, but I just feel it. I just feel like I want to do this. Yes. Yes. I don't know why I do what I do. It just is what it is. And that's all I have to say about that. Essence, stay and play. Let's try not to draw on our contact lenses, shall we? Now this eye look could handle some black eyeliner above the lash line, but I'm gonna resist because I don't want to go crazy with it. You know, I should put some on my lower waterline though. I don't do this very often, but I feel like it needs it because it's a grunge look. And if we're gonna be true to my authentic self from that era, gosh, I never do this anymore. I never used to tightline my upper waterline because I actually didn't know that was a thing. But I always wore eyeliner on my lower waterline. Black eyeliner, that is. Yeah, I was into lots of black eyeliner. I used to do winged liner under or not under, over my lash line. Wings were like an everyday thing for me. I need, let's use this one. This is Alter Ego's number 201. I love this tiny little brush. I want to take that brown Echo shade again. Oh, I think I picked up too much. Let's go a little lighter. And I just want to make my blend more blurry. Yes. Yes. Because that's just what we did, you know? It's just what we did. I already watered away. I have watery eyes, and I already watered away this little bit of my liner. I feel like, even though I wouldn't have done this in the 90s, I want like a more of a highlight pop. I'm gonna take my pinky into that cluster shade, the one we used on the other eye. Yes. Just felt like it needed to be more, just more. All right, curl the lashes. Man, my brow, this brow will not stay up today. It just keeps falling down, y'all. I was having a good brow day, but they keep falling down, and I'm using my brow lift like that's the strongest stuff I own. We will do the Polite Society mascara again. It's a reliable one. It gives me a lot of depth at the root of the lash and then fans out to a million lashes, and that's the look that I like the best. Now I've run out of my preferred lower lash line mascara, my Estee Lauder Double Wear Zero Smudge, so I've been using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black as my lower lash line mascara. It does occasionally smudge on me a little bit, but probably the least amount compared to anything else. The Zero Smudge is just the only mascara that never ever smudges on me on my lower lashes. My lower lashes, when I look down, they touch my face, and so I always end up with dots of mascara under my eyes, like smudges of mascara under my eyes. Not with the Estee Lauder. I just looked at my eyes and I was like, wait, I forgot to do waterline. Oh wait, right, yeah, I got two different eyes. Two different eyes right now. That's okay. Should I do some impress? I'm feeling a little frisky. Feeling a little frisky. I feel like both of these looks I could just do a lip gloss and be okay with it. Now these are the ones that are no glue needed. I love all of the Impress lashes, but the no glue ones are especially nice because you don't need any glue. Ta-da! All right, let's do one of the lip balms. This is Sweetie from Lawless. I feel like that light 90s 90s nude with a little shimmer to it. That's the move. All right, let me fix my hair. All right, here are the finished looks. Should we do this half and half? And the other side. Even though this palette looks grungy and dark, there are enough lighter shimmers in here that you really can make this an everyday kind of palette. You don't have to just do dark looks with this, although I'm so in love with dark looks, and every time I wear one, I feel like, why don't I do this more often? Because I just love a blacked out eye look. I just absolutely love it. This is what I normally look like. This is what I wish I normally looked like, you know? So I'm growing out my hair just a little bit. I hesitate to even use those words because I'm not gonna grow the back out. I'm gonna keep it short, you know. It's still gonna be short, but I want like more messy, you know, back to the Winona Ryder in Reality Bites kind of a thing. So I'm growing this out a little bit so I could like tuck it behind my ear kind of a situation. And I don't know why, but this side of my head, it's probably because I sleep on this side, but this side's perfectly straight, like boom. This side insists on being like a, I don't know, like the bob I had in 3rd grade, you know, not cool, not cute, not cute. And this sideburn insists on doing this little curly Q thing, but this sideburn straight. So you know, it just is what it is. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. There you have it. Alter Ego Misthaven. Gorgeous. So happy, especially because I can't wear Huda Beauty eyeshadows. So this gives me an opportunity to enjoy this color palette without having pain and contact dermatitis. There you have it. Alter Ego Misthaven. I do have a 10% off code down below in the description box if you are interested in picking this up. It is available now. I believe it is $24. Save yourself some money over the OG. And oh, this packaging is just so pretty. Look at that. This is so in my wheelhouse. And there's your 2 eye looks. There you have it. Yep. I think that's all my news. That's all I got for you. That's today. So, as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.